Hello, welcome to Line War. Today we have a game of Weebbo versus RK Big. I believe that this game was sort of handicapped to start with. So we've got RK Big starting over here on the main island, meaning he doesn't have to expand much. So he's going to be on that trade route straight away and pretty much building up his economy instantly. Because he's got the main island and the other person's in the water, which I believe was an agreed upon thing to begin with, I probably wouldn't be going for the trade route straight away. I'd be going for a lot of barracks trying to get across this land as fast as possible. Unless you want to take control of the ocean to maybe, you know, intercept him, but I don't know the full agreement they made. But Weebbo was to start on this island here, I believe. And it looks like he's going for a trade route and he's going to be trying to take over, or at least stopping what's going to go on over here. He's got his submarines out and they're going to try and intercept any trade route, any trade routes up and running. But because he's already got this economy here, which is definitely going to be important for him, and he does have some infantry. He's got 2 extra territories he could grab here, but I suppose it is very important to get some across. But he could leave just a couple behind to grab these and then take them back later. I thought there was a bit of a deviation there. One went off somewhere else for a bit. I'm going to turn off Fog of War so we can see everything that's going on and all commands. If the commands get a bit too busy, I will probably turn them off and try and go through it from there. So the submarines are already on that trade route. We've got the trade route trying to run away, the trade ship, merchant ship, as he's trying to escape, and that ship, the submarine, is following it quite closely. It's going to get the kill. There's nothing there to defend right now. And they're going to go back as well, so over here we've got more submarines popping in. And those transport boats are doing a very good job at getting a foothold on this main island over here. Where is not Weebbo, RK? RK is still expanding in this section here. See, in the long run, I think that if you just ignore the ocean and just focus on getting this main island up and running, just with barracks, get it all across and then build some artillery afterwards, I think you could take it over pretty easily. And ultimately, it's whoever controls the main island is going to win the game in the long run. But there are a lot of territories in the ocean as well, so commandos on the edge there trying to fend off the anti-airship there. The helicopter comes in and finishes it off, but it looks like RK is going to struggle controlling the ocean at this point. Got a lot of submarines on the field, the trade route is down, and there is no production of naval units. RK's cut across here. He's now changed direction. He's getting some units to go to the top here. And if you notice, he's captured the territory there for the trade route, and it's going up here for the other trade route. So he's going to be trying to boost his economy after that as well now. And now he's cutting down as fast as he can to try and at least meet RK down here and find out where he is, and then he can sort of plan accordingly. Trying to make that pressure as close to RK's main location as possible. He has 1 striker now, so switching into air units isn't a bad idea because he does need to defend from the ocean still, especially as he's got some structures here. Weebbo is struggling with energy. He's running off 1 energy well. He does have some other locations potentially in the ocean, which he could grab pretty quickly. Getting 1 there right now. And we do have another navy yard down in the south with a sub pen very nicely hidden away there. Just keeping an eye on what's going on over there. It looks like Weebbo is spreading out quite a lot. He's got a lot of territories being taken. Or at least highlighted red. Doesn't look like there's anything in here though. So the trade route's currently being set up. We've got the towns being built now, almost simultaneously. And he is just grabbing some territory as he goes. Weebbo is currently coming through this choke point here, which definitely is not where he wants to get caught out. Definitely wants to get his units out there into the more open areas. He has mostly just gone for infantry on the ground. He does have a factory over here which is producing artillery right now. And I think both players are just expanding. Especially since Weebbo just ran out of energy. I keep getting the players' names mixed up and I'm getting them backwards. I think I'm associating the letter R for red, and that's why that's happening. The territory over here is being taken, so RK could notice that. And he probably wants to send his air units that way very soon, which he's doing, yeah. And the destroyer's there, but it gets taken out very quickly by the 6 submarines that are there. But destroyers do have the advantage against subs. Luckily subs can't shoot helicopters, so RK is going to be able to take these out eventually with the air units. But I think those submarines are going to do the damage they need to at first. This is already heavily damaged, and there's still one there in the area. 2 there, actually. I can't see very well underwater. But one submarine isn't spotting them, I don't think. No, they're stealthed enough and they got away with it, and they destroyed it. Over here the engagements are starting, and RK seems to have the advantage in the first engagement. However, as you can see, the response is starting to be built up. He's building in the mountains because that's where slower progress is made. Starting off to be SAM units by the looks of it, and that's probably protecting against what he's seen in the ocean in case they decide to come over this way. I don't really think they have the range, but he could build an airstrip over here or another airfield. And RK has pulled back into the mountains with blue circle commands, and that's probably not a good way of doing it. You want them, I guess, at least in orange mode right now as they're being attacked. Your opponent is taking them on one at a time. You could set up one of the defensive lines. It doesn't have to be one of the actual defensive lines, just a formation line. In the mountains isn't a bad idea in that sense, because they're slower, I guess, but it just gives you a better formation to shoot at them from. So up here, the trade route, I think, is set up already now. It doesn't look like it's up and running yet. I don't think we've got any boats yet. But it won't take long until they're produced, and we'll start increasing Weebbo's economy. Now, does he still have anything over here? He does not. There's no navy production again. I was just wondering about the sub-pen, so I couldn't remember seeing that go down. Over here, we've got a destroyer. No, that's a cruiser coming in very fast, which is about to be taken out by the strikers over here. I don't think he's going to be able to get away very easily. So that cruiser was pretty much used as just a scout. And it's telling him the docks is not there yet, so he doesn't need to worry about trying to take it out from the trade route. I'm pretty sure at this point, Weebbo must have a higher economy, right? Red team. So we got 1,000 from RK. And Weebbo has caught up in economy almost. Very closely. But it's definitely taking better trades. On the ground here we've got mostly infantry, and they're going through the forest, but there's just the mountain defense here with the SAM units just in case air units come through. We've got the artillery and infantry coming through, so the infantry are meat shielding these artillery, and they're being supported by air units. It's just a very well compromised army over here, or comprised army. We have a factory in the forests here. I probably wouldn't have done that. I'd have brought them back to the mountain edge here maybe. Probably even just keep them in my main area. Just in case it does progress into this section, and that way I don't lose any of my production structures. But I do kind of play defensively in that respect. So it is kind of a personal choice to have them up front like this. It gets your reinforcements in faster, which he will need if he wants to keep up the pressure. And he definitely needs to get some anti-air on the field. I haven't seen many. There's one there. So he is doing that. but he's sending them in one at a time, so you'd probably want like a circle blue command over here with SAM units only. Let them build up a little so that they can actually take on this small swarm of helicopters here. Don't want to miss what else is going on, because you've got to remember that the game is all over the map, and the strikers just took out an energy well, which is actually going to do some damage there, and he's taken over the energy well over here, so RK is actually doing a good job in the ocean now. Even if not the dominant force, he is trying to harass the territories and energy wells. Weebbo has spotted the production of the Navy Yard over here. It's unprotected from air, and they are going to exploit that right now. Now that goes down. There is another one there still, but the helicopters, if they've spotted it, could see it. Has he spotted it? We'll switch over to our hog wall. He has not. He can't see that at all. It does look like Weebbo is managing to control the edges, but there is this force over here that's just about to come around over here, and I don't think they're going to be able to do much, especially when the helicopters are around. They can just dart back to defend. Try not to miss. It looks like these units over here have been a little bit forgotten about, but the air units are still out there trying to do some damage. Well, they're just returning now, but he is still using them out there. And the main focus is putting the pressure on, and he is now at the production structures of RK. Interceptors have been called in to try and help deal with the helicopters, but they go down to the SAMs that are just behind the front of the forces over here. And that one cruiser is just hanging out on the edge there, managing to do some damage. Whatever he can see, he's shooting, and any little bit helps in this sort of situation right now. And the helicopters are coming down in a swarm to take on this energy well, and I don't think they have much else there. Got an energy well here, and there is two. And he's not too worried about energy because he's full up over there. But Weebbo, on the other hand, is struggling a bit with the energy. His helicopters and his navy are draining it pretty fast, so he's not going to be able to do it for much longer. You can see it's going down really quickly. The force up in this section have gone down now from RK, and Weebbo is putting on the pressure in all directions into this choke point and taking out the production as he goes. The production is starting to be built further back, but I think RK is struggling in this game. He is stuck remaining on his island, and he's struggling to defend from the ocean, but he's doing his best with the air units. And Weebbo has managed to take over the rest of the island, the main part of the island, and is pushing through the choke point now. I don't think there's much else that RK can really do, which is unfortunate, but Weebbo played that really well. The way he's got his units coming in, he's got these positioned perfectly. The helicopters coming in, but he's run out of energy. I think that's the only problem he's got right now. But that is because RK harassed him and took out that energy while in the ocean. And now it's pretty much just absolute devastation here. The helicopters are coming in, tearing up everything else, and anything that comes to take them out is being destroyed by everything on the ground. The airfield does go down as well now. And now they get to push through a bit further. They're setting up a large defensive line, but you need to focus a lot more on SAM and artillery, I would think. But there just isn't really much you can do. I'm guessing the economy is hitting quite hard. We're on Weebbo right now, so this is on 1,500 per minute. Got 200 capital. On the other hand, RK does have a lot of capital left over. He could spam a load of factories in the centre bit here and then start pushing through a lot harder. He did bring his navy down to this section here, but it seems like the submarines did come to defend just in time before it caused too much damage to the paintwork. There are still 3 territories missing on this area here. And the defensive line was built just a little too late, and unfortunately the match has ended. So Weebbo was showing what he's got in this game, starting on the small island and managing to still dominate the game. Let me know what you think about that game, and thank you very much for watching. There are 2 videos on screen right now, and I'll see you in one of those. See you around.